Hello everyone, this is Robert. Hope you're well. I want to introduce you to my next opponent. His name's Alex Dunn. Born around 1960, lives in Bristol, where I'm from, and he has a very good job. He's an IT advisor for a company called Europa Group. He also was the man who trained up my son in the IT business, and they're very good friends. And I actually know Alex a little bit because when I joined the Horfield Chess Club, Alex is the chairman there. I saw quite a lot of him, and we got chatting. He's more obviously known to my son than he is to myself, but I found him to be a very amiable person. I liked him a lot, and he's very well educated and intelligent. However, he's not a particularly strong player, but is if I had to rate him for his work rate within the Horfield Chess Club, everything he's done for them and everything else, he's probably one of the most important people at that club, without doubt. And it wouldn't run nowhere near as smooth if he wasn't there. And I was very impressed with the way he ran the club as chairman. I believe that's what he was, the chairman. I don't think he was treasurer, I think he was chairman. Yeah, nice guy. So I'm going to show you the game between us. Alex rating at the time was around 1500 and I was 1840. So a bit of a David Goliath game in this, but nevertheless, Alex was called upon, I think, well, it would have been. He was a lower division player, but I think the Horfield Chess Club A team, they were playing against South Bristol A at South Bristol, and I was playing for South Bristol at the time, and we were both on board 5. I was surprised to see him there because I didn't think he'd be playing for the A team at all, but they must have been short players, and Alex kindly stepped in. So on board 5, in this top division match, I was black, and Alex began the game with d4. I played e5, so immediately wanted to get him out of any idea of what he's used to playing. I think he plays something like the London system or something. So I put a stop to that straight away with e5. That's all I knew about him when I saw him play somewhere. And he took the pawn. I played knight c6, so this is a well-known gambit. So he played knight f3, defending pawn. I went queen e7, and if he plays bishop f4, then I play queen b4, and then it gets really, really sharp. It's got a bishop hanging, it's got a pawn hanging on b2, and if he brings the bishop back to d2, I play queen takes b2, and should he fall for a trap and plays bishop to c3 to stop me taking the bishop, take the rook, then I play bishop b4, and then he can't take it. So then if he plays queen to d2, I play bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop, and he plays queen c2 checkmate. Very nice. So that's not what we're playing here. Alex now played knight c3, and I played knight takes pawn. Whenever this gambit, if it doesn't go with bishop f4, you just retake the pawn, it's fine. So he took the knight takes knight, and then queen takes knight, queen to d5. Now there's all sorts of things I could do, but I just fancied bishop d6 to develop a piece, and I took the queen, and then he played bishop d2. So I then played c3. This is to just stop his knight going into b5 or d5, putting some pressure on that c7 pawn, especially if he can kick me away from that diagonal, which would stop him taking the pawn. So he played e4. Interesting move. He's able to develop his bishop now. And I played knight f6, f4. That's a pretty aggressive move he's playing there, so give him his due, he's having a go. So I played bishop d4, and then he played bishop d3, nothing wrong with that, but he does have to watch out now if I go knight into g4. Now, the plan is, normally I would carry on and develop my pieces, but the plan is to make him play either rook to f1, which would lose his h-pawn, or else really he's got to go knight back to d1, or he could castle. If he castled, then I've got attack on the rook, and I get the bishop off for the knight, which is very nice. But he didn't. He played knight to d1. So that's doing the job. It's stopping me at the moment. So, but he can't castle either side. So I'm happy with that. So what I need to do is get castled, which is what I did. And then he played c3. Hit my bishop, so I went back to b6. And now he's played his pawn on to e5. Not sure. I think he ought to have done something else, really, like attack the knight straight away. But anyway, he's played e5, and I thought, well, that's interesting. I want to get my white square bishop out. So if I play d6, even though it's sacking a pawn, I can immediately check him with the rook, and he's got to go either king to f1, which means he can't castle, or he has to go bishop back to e7. So he wouldn't be able to take that knight with the bishop, so I could probably play maybe bishop to f5 and then try and drop it into d3, pinning the bishop to the king. So I played d6 first of all. He never took it. He tapped the knight instead, which was a good move. Get that pesky knight out of there, back to h6. And then he played knight. I think personally he should have took the pawn, because no, maybe not. Perhaps that's the best move. But anyway, he played this. This is good because he can castle queenside now. So I played rook e8. This is the problem he has with saving that pawn. So I went castle. He went castles. Pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. And then I brought my bishop out. So this is looking really good for me now. Bishop e6. Yeah, I'm happy with my position. It's not winning yet, but now he's played c4. I guess he didn't want my bishop in on d5. So I tapped that bishop that's hanging on d3 with my rook on a8, and he defended it with the king. So I brought my bishop into d4, attacking that e-pawn on e5. And he's played knight, defend it, but at the same time, if I play knight takes knight, pawn takes knight, bishop takes pawn, he's got bishop takes pawn check. So I played knight into f5. Knight into f5. This is nice because I got that nice little square on g3 where I can attack his rook if I can get on there at some point. So he's played bishop g5, attacking me. So he's not overall playing me or anything like that. He knows I'm a pretty decent player, a lot stronger than him, but he's having a go. He's not hiding in a shell. I like to see that. So he's played bishop g5, and I played rook d7. Then he's brought his rook on h1 to f1, which is very, very good. attacking a knight twice, threatening to win a piece, and so I've gone into g3. He's played the rook up to f3, and I drop the knight back to h5. So it's evenish, and now he's doubled his rooks up. So he's looking to have a go here. There's no way in for him. I've got a bishop and a rook already covering that pawn. But just to make extra sure, I brought the other rook back across, which wasn't doing anything on e8 to defend that pawn as well. Now, should he move his knight maybe back to h7, I'm in danger of losing a piece with my knight. So I'd probably have to play g6. Then if g4 comes, I can drop the knight back to g7. So bishop f5. Bishop takes bishop, rook takes bishop, allowing me to go knight g3 with a nice little fork. He should have seen this, but this is probably why his rating has never been that high. Some players just don't look ahead far enough, but at this stage you would lose the exchange, which would be advantageous for me, but it's not necessarily lost. But here Alex, I don't know, I think he just either pure disappointment with having made this move, which allowed this, and it caused his concentration to lapse, or else he kind of just thought, what the hell, and just played rook takes pawn on f7, and I played rook takes rook. So he would have gone the exchange down, but now he's a piece down, and he's really at the end, really. Yes. So he played rook to d1, attacking the bishop. I played c5. c5 just to block in Alex, so he can't go anywhere with his rook. The rook takes pawn was just pure senseless, but I don't know where he took it. Only Alex knows why he did that. So he pushed his pawn on, pass pawn to e6, which is a good pass pawn, and I attacked the bishop on g5, which is unprotected, and he attacked my rook, so he did a lot of attacking at my pieces. So he went bishop e7, attacking the rook, rook d8, and then bishop to d6. So I'm looking at this situation, and his knight is almost trapped. He only has one square he can, if I played h5 at some point, can only go back to h2. So I'm thinking about that as we're playing on, and I played knight into e4, attacking the bishop, and if he goes bishop h2, then he's cut off with the only square he can go with his knight to save it, and after I play h4, and he would lose the knight. If he goes bishop to c7, I can play rook c8, and then he's got to go back to h2, and the knight would drop. If he doesn't go back to h2, he could go to a4, but the knight would still drop. So with this, I think Alex was able to see this, and he resigned the game. He seemed very disappointed. I think he could have felt he could play better. I think he can. So it was nice to see him again and to play chess with him. The only time I've ever played him. I don't think we played South Bristol at all. I think we may have played in the Quick Play Championship, the minor section. Not sure. But anyway, there you go. That's Alex Dunn. Really nice guy, very intelligent, has a very good job and a very good education. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little game between Alex and myself. I'll be back with you with another game soon, and it's a little bit special because it's a game I played with my son, who's also a chess player and a good one too. So I'll see you soon. Bye.